Y'all's favorite unique cannot kill Rock. He just can't do it because she got the best panty draws he's ever feasted on. We'll discuss that. Um, Marvin, Lord have mercy, Marvin. I'm worried for Marvin, y'all. He's caught between a rock, literally, and a hard place named Stefano. What's he gonna do? What dumb shit is Kanan gonna try to do now that he thinks his mama is responsible for killing Fame? We'll discuss that, and we'll get the crew up here in just a second. It all starts right now.
I'm up early for the dealers come out. Everybody is outside till the killers come out. You ain't eating, you just act full. I'm impactful. Dozen funerals in a month. I got that pull. I will give it to niggas in all rap forms. Ignatius out right now on all platforms.
What's going on, y'all? It's Lamont Tyson, hemmed up in a different studio. So those of you that love my little L Bell, you won't be seeing her tonight because she's not allowed in this studio during recording times. Hope you all had a great Easter weekend. If you celebrate, if you don't celebrate, I hope you had a great weekend. Hope you guys are finding ways to push out the noise of what's going on in government and focus on what you need to do to make yourself better. And are watching my political videos because I'm giving you guys the nitty gritty on what's going on. And now that we're in here, let me shout out all 25 of y'all that's in here already. Please go ahead, subscribe. Please follow me for the politics I'm doing. There's a playlist on my channel that says Politics of Being Black, Living in America, where I go through everything. I give you guys the facts, the historical data on everything that we're getting lied to by the current administration and by some past administrations. Big shout out to Rashonda Gear. Big shout out to Tall Glass. Tall Glass, what does Tall Glass stand for? Big shout out to my boy up in West Virginia, Juan. What's going on, Steve Harris? A lot of the crew getting in here. Please go and subscribe. And if you like gear, you can go to the Shop Life Gain store. This is my political TikTok, Politics of Being Black. Go check that one out. And this is the Instagram one, Politics of Being Black in America. Check your boy out. Trying to keep you informed. Let's get it. Let's go on ahead and start from the very beginning. Rock, as dark chocolate as she is, when she walked in that house and seen that gold teeth nigger eating butter pecan the same color as his teeth, her butter pecan, mind you, she was shook as hell. That dark skin turned white. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We got the youngest in charge coming through. Monique Nicole, what's going on?
Hey, hey, hey. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday. And ladies and gentlemen, the sister got on the makeup for y'all tonight. Damn. Send the chick a super chat. She got the Cash App up there. And somebody told me if you show the flirking, they might get the jerking money out their wallet. So at some point in time, show the flirking so that folks can give you a little extra cheese to go with that cracker, please.
Okay, I'll try. He's eating his food right now, y'all. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
All right. Well, Monique, I'll go ahead and start with what you thought about this. When Rock came in and Unique pushed her up against the wall, did you feel the tension? There was so much sexual tension there. That man cannot kill her because he's in love with her. But I want to hear what you saw when she kept trying to tell him, look, I didn't do it. He wasn't believing it. He didn't hit her. He didn't try to kill her. And believe it or not, Monique, he treated her better than what he treated his baby mama. Floor is yours.
Man, Lamont, first of all, Raquel saw her life flash before her eyes, okay? When she saw Unique in the kitchen, which I don't blame her, because if you think someone is deceased for damn near 6 months and they're in your kitchen, I think my heart would have stopped. First of all, excellent scene. Can we give some credit to Joey Badass, who started in this industry as a rapper and has now just transformed into a brilliant actor. This scene was intense. I don't know where he pulled that from. I really felt like I was watching someone who was truly unhinged. Excellent acting as well from Patina Miller, because very compelling we don't see Raquel vulnerable that often, and Patina did a great job of us as the viewer seeing her eyes truly, like, I don't even know the word to use, just like her guards were down, she was vulnerable, she felt, I mean, even when she said to Unique, I would never do that to you, what we had was real, you know. We ain't never heard Raquel. I think the closest we got to was Symphony, right? But besides Symphony, we haven't really seen Raquel be vulnerable with a man, like, ever. So, I mean, Lamont, I mean, honestly, probably my favorite scene of the episode was just those two actors going head to head and really having a compelling moment on camera.
It was tense. It was tense. And the way they wrote it and the way that he behaved, he displayed the kind of anger that a lover would display. Like, the kind of anger that he displayed toward his baby mama is what you would expect someone who really don't care for you to display. But the anger he displayed toward Rock was the kind of anger that lets you know his feelings was hurt. Like, that was deeply hurt feelings.
Do you remember what I had all y'all cracking up that episode with when he killed Andre the lawyer? I said that was a
episode you don't have us cracking up. So, like, I mean, like, you do the math here, okay? What episode we not cracking up?
That was a lover's scorn, a lover's quarrel. So I said something funny.
You said it.
You see how he said it. He said it with confidence. Oh, you smashing so many dudes, you forget who you smashing. So why you care about who I'm smashing? That's because you secretly love me.
Right. You see what I'm saying about how they wrote those little innuendos in there to let you know that this is not just about the drug game for him. This is some real, I cared for you. Then was the best panty draws I've ever tasted in my life. World changing draws.
He said, I know your freaky self. You like this line. He said, I ain't gonna hit it from the. He said, I'm not gonna take it from the back or something. What he says,
I'm gonna give it to you from the front. That's how you like it.
I said, you Raquel. Y'all was really doing the Uchi Walla Bang Bang. Okay.
Hey, look.
That was a lover scorn. Unique is a lover scorn.
I mean, definitely. 100%. And then there was some of your other boy toys up in this situation was making some crazy decisions. We'll get to them in a minute.
Okay.
Let's talk about Pops and Snaps. And they had a meeting with Rock and Marvin. And basically they said, hands off, they'll keep their ears to the street. But that wasn't the meeting that I think we should be looking at, Monique. The meeting we should be looking at was when this Negro walked through the door and they didn't let us know what was going on. So when you saw him walk through the door at Pops and Snaps, what was your first thought and what do you think they're going to do? Who are they going to side with, Rock or Unique?
I knew from when he walked in, because mind you, Rock already gave them a heads up that he was alive. I knew they were going to be happy. I mean, they spoke fondly of Unique, right? Previously. So I know that they're team Unique, and there seems to be a disdain for Raquel from them. And I don't know if I missed the backstory or they haven't touched on the backstory yet, but it is very clear that Paps and Pops, Snap, Papa Crap, they don't like Raquel. They just kind of, they're entertaining her for right now.
They have a small level of respect, a small level. Small level, yeah.
And if you're asking me who they're gonna ride with, they're gonna ride with Unique.
Do you remember they tried to poach Marvin from Rock last season? They was trying to get him. Yeah, they was trying to get him to do some side gigs with him, and he ain't do it. I don't know
that. That's crazy. Yeah, they don't like. One thing is clear, Lamont. They do not like Raquel. They don't. They don't like her.
No, because now they're willing to fuck around with her son behind her back. And if you thought they was effing around with the son, what you think they're gonna do with Unique?
Exactly.
Oh my God, it's about to be smoking the city. It's gonna be nuts. So after Rock and Marvin basically got shut down at Pops and Snaps. They come outside, they having a discussion about the things they need to do. And Marvin came up with something that I was thinking, you know what, might be good because they're kind of stuck in a proxy war right now. We'll get to that in a minute, the type of situation they're stuck in with Stefano. Okay. But there's a proxy war in which you've got the Italian families in Jersey beefing with the Italian families in New York. And a lot of this has to do with what happened with Saul Baselli and just general who got the biggest stick and who can control territory. And so Stefano said, I'll go figure out who the hell is doing it. And of course, we knew he was going to figure it out. And they realized quickly, Monique, that basically these white Italian racists is going to let y'all little street level folks fight it out on our behalf, and whoever wins, wins. And so Marvin came up with what I thought was one of the best ideas of the season, Monique. He said we should take out Stefano. And Rock didn't say no to it. She just said, what's the plan? What do you think about Marvin saying we need to remove Stefano from the situation?
I mean, Rock had a reaction. It was a holy shit. That ain't no little easy move. Like, if you're gonna do something like that, you have to have not only a plan, you have to have a team and a force behind you. And we all see, they don't really have too many allies right now on their team. To your point, I don't think she's completely opposed to it. I just think that she knows the severity of a move like that, and it has to be an ironclad plan. And right now, I just don't see them really having the force behind them. Damn it, Marvin, it took 7 episodes for you to get smart, huh? I mean, this is the smartest Marvin has been the entire damn season. It took damn 7 episodes, Lamont.
Oh my God. No, you didn't. No,
I mean, damn, it was a different Marvin this episode, y'all. I don't know if y'all peeped it, but this felt like mature, grown, smart, intelligent Marvin, which we haven't gotten that all season. So.
Well, did you see how Rock got in that ass about all his little secret stuff he was doing and how she's constantly having to clean up the messes behind the men in this family? Do you think that helped clear his mind so the rest can follow? Because like you said, he was making better choices this season. I mean, this episode.
Yeah. I don't know if that is... I can't even tell you because my first thought was going to be, they have their back against the wall and stuff is really happening, which it could be, but I feel like they had their back against the wall from episodes ago and he still was acting stupid. I told you guys early on that whole play with him doing Stefano's dirty work and doing the dealings behind Raquel's back was a pride thing. It was a man thing and it was a sibling thing. It was hey, I'm your big brother. I helped raise you, girl. You ain't running me, It was pride, it was ego, it was some sibling stuff there. That doesn't make it right though, because
right.
I do think there's a world where he could have told Raquel, this is what's going on. Hey, out of respect, I'm just telling you. I'm not asking you for permission, but I do want you to know, because there should in life, but especially in this type of game, there should never be a time, Lamont, where you and I are damn near business partners and we're blood and someone on the street has to tell me something about you that you didn't come and tell me yourself. So I do think Marvin really messed up with that. I just think he could have approached it differently,
I agree. 100% agree. And so while we're running down the street known as Marvin Avenue, why don't we stick with Marvin Avenue? Because after he proposes getting rid of Stefano, he has a meeting with Stefano. And let me add this to you in the audience. Did y'all see the way the camera was panning on the men in that office after the conversation was over? I think those was FBI, ladies and gentlemen. When Marvin was having the conversation in the coffee shop with Stefano, there were some men just sitting around, and when they left the scene, they panned out in a way to show those men still sitting there when Stefano walked out. If you didn't catch that, go back and see it. I think those was FBI spying. And remember, FBI's already got eyes on Stefano and have already told Rock via her ex-lawyer that they have seen brother conversating with him. I think those was the feds listening in. But y'all let me know what y'all think. So
I'm gonna have to go
do you
back.
think?
I'm gonna have to go back, Lamont. I'm gonna have to go back.
Yeah,
sorry.
I couldn't get a clip of it because I was kind of in a rush to get some pictures. But y'all check it out. Let me know what you think. Stefano basically saying it's time to take out your sister. The only way we're going to end this, we know Neat done got him a crew from Jersey. He's with Phil Russo, and the only way we can end this is to take out Rock. Now, that I was bothered when Stefano done that because he likes Rock, even though he ain't supposed to. He likes Rock. Rock just showed how a woman can get stuff done right in front of his face, and he called it out. He said that's why they don't let bitches in the boardroom. That's what Stefano said, not me. Okay,
yeah, that's not what Lamont thinks, you guys. He's just quoting.
No. I'm quoting what he said. I love women. I ride with women. I mix my smarts with their smarts, and we can be smart. But Stefano don't want that. He wants Marvin to turn on his sister. Marvin basically said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But Monique, the way Marvin was sitting there when Stefano left, it made me think he's thinking about it. What did you think about that scene?
No. He was what I gathered from it, that little face he made when Stefano got up was a few things. This mother trucker really asked me this ish. This ain't good. Because I'm gonna be honest. Mm-hmm. This scene let me know that Stefano was nervous. This is the first time in his 2 seasons that I ever felt like his character was truly nervous. And I think Marvin knew, this mother trucker is now a liability. I think that was the moment where Marvin was like, we can no longer trust Stefano. That's how I took it. Because you can visibly tell Marvin was not okay
That's how I took it too, but some people feel like he was actually entertaining it. And I don't think there's no level that any of the brothers or the sisters could double cross the brothers or the sisters. Now, Kanan, on the other hand, we'll get to him in a minute. But the brothers, they not double crossing their sister. No way.
No, I don't know who thought that. It's not to insult anybody's opinion, but I can bet $1 million that I don't have that that's not what was going through Marvin's head. Now, like this person said in the comment, he was thinking, I'm really gonna have to kill this ninja, and that's what I took it as. It was really this mother. Okay, I see what time it is. The tides have changed. There's no more camaraderie between us. It is now. Okay, I got my eye, you know what I mean? So, like I said, even me as a viewer, I felt like that moment Stefano was displaying nervous and desperate behavior. And like Marvin said, half of the reason why we end this is because of you, sir. I took Sal out because of you. So now you're trying to cover your tracks and throw us, and he said it, Raquel being a woman has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. It got nothing to do with what you did. So like I said, Stefano was desperate, Lamont, and you know what happens when people become too desperate.
Is there any chance he's already working with the FBI? Stefano.
You just put the thought in my head, so I kind of have to simmer on it for a little bit, to be honest with you. I kind of got to think about it. I want to go back and watch the episode again. And then, I'll hit you up via text and kind of tell you my thought on the FBI thing. But it should be interesting.
First of all, is Marvin even going to tell Rock what was said? And if he does, how is she going to react?
That's a great question. I thought about that too. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I think now there's nothing to hold back or keep from her because she knows already about their dealings. I'm kind of 50-50. He probably will, but he might not.
Okay.
There's no really telling with Marvin sometimes, but yeah.
He loves his
I would hope. I would hope he does.
Tell the truth.
Things are a little bit more severe.
Like you said, this is not the kind of thing you hide. Like you said, you can't hide this type of thing. And Marvin, honestly, audience, and shout out to all of y'all, 165 of y'all. I appreciate y'all coming on a Monday night. You could be anywhere in the world. And for those that was asking about Larry don't really want to do TV reviews. He wants to do politics. So when I get my scheduling together where I can get him in the mix of politics, y'all see him there again.
Please. Yeah.
With with the way this thing is going and the way Rock is moving, and Lulu basically said that he's strapping up for the family. He's strapping up for the family. He'll get down. Are we still feeling like Marvin is going to get arrested or killed this season? Because it would make perfect sense to me if Stefano is the ninja right now. He's the feds, and he sacrifices Marvin to save his own ass. I could easily see that happen. And keep in mind, easily see it happen. Because look, think about how in too deep Marvin is with Stefano. He done killed 2 people. He done killed the last bookie. He's got a bookie running with him. And if he can somehow infiltrate Rock via Marvin and then get the Afghani arrested and take them down, they'll stay off his back. They will stay off Stefano's back.
You're right. I do see that happening as a great possibility. Now, I will say, I know that Marvin does survive this season.
Okay.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling he's going to survive, but I do think he's going to pay some sort of consequence. And I'm riding with what you just said for sure as a possibility. Mm-hmm.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get on to your favorite character.
Oh, brother.
Let's get. Now, wait a minute. Now, those of y'all that hate Kanan, I know it was sweet music to y'all when that boy went to that locker and that bitch was empty as hell. He looking around, the lock was already unlocked and it was empty. I know some of y'all was loving that. They left him $1. It was $1 on the floor. I said, okay, at least they left you enough to go get, 4 bags of potato chips back in them days. But the question, Monique, is who did it? Was it OC? Was it Unique? Was it a combination OC and Unique? Who did it? Who robbed Kanan?
I took it as a combination because, with Unique spearheading it, because the whole reason why OC became a little traitor was because Unique threatened him to do so. So right. I'm assuming the bulk of that money went to Unique and maybe OC got a little bit off the top. Either way, it don't make it right. Either way, OC is a traitor. Either way, if he gets caught, his head should be, off with his head. Did I feel bad for Kanan?
No. No. No.
I feel bad for the other people who is going to affect. But did I feel bad? No.
Okay.
Especially since he was mama. No.
They have us believing or thinking that it's OC because he's missing, which tells me it's probably not OC. They will never just hand it.
Part of it. We know he's part of it though.
He's probably got something to do with it for sure. Maybe directing Unique or somebody else there, but I don't see him outright just taking the money. And for all we know, Unique could have used him, broken there, got the money, then killed OC. What do I need you for now?
That's true.
But then I would have to say Unique is a smarter guy than that because he could keep OC right there and keep learning and infiltrating the family. So, they've got us kind of in a 4 corners direction where, all we know is OC got something to do with what happened because he's the only one that know where it went at. Literally. Right. So,
sorry.
You good. So now Juke owns the gun that Marvin had, basically, because the streets is hot right now. And so she meets up with Kanan, but before that, Kanan done seen this. And this gave him the wrong idea into thinking possibly that the police did it. Now, for a minute there, I was with this theory that maybe the police did it, but the fact that they made this so open and so shown, I don't think that Rock did it to Famous. I don't really know who did it to Famous. I don't think these police did it. But what do you think about this? You don't think it's the police either?
Not these officers, because we already have background. These are the same punks from last season who messed up Rock's store and given her a hard time and pressed her for money. So we have background on these two knuckleheads, right? I never thought it was Raquel as far as Famous's demise. Not that she's, how do I say this? We know Rock is evil, right? She took out Kanan's friend season 1. However, the Famous situation's a little bit different. Famous was Kanan's like brother, best friend. And he was very close to Jukebox. Famous was like an extended part of the family. Everyone kind of had some type of rapport with him. Not only that, it was the way he got eliminated. As evil as Raquel has been,
Starting tonight.
It's my bad.
I do not see her torturing that boy, and I do not see her doing that at all. I'm willing to bet a bunch of money Raquel has nothing to do with Famous. Nothing.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Nothing to do with it. First of all, and I know this is a show and we have to write things to make it convenient, but do y'all think Raquel Thomas is that stupid to be on the street corners of Queens, New York in broad daylight being seen, caught, giving money to a cop? But I get it. The writers had to do it to make it convenient. So I'm going to let it go. Then you got Knucklehead Kanan, who don't got a brain cell, who has no just deductive reasoning, no context clues, no common sense. He just gonna run with the shit. And this is what Kanan has done since season 1, episode 1. Where is the growth? This is the same ish he did season 1, episode 1. Let's take it back real quick. He assumed when the dudes were on Raquel's corners, he assumed, and then he went to go shut up that little boy. Okay. Not knowing that Rock and Unique already made an agreement. And so where is the growth? But anyway, yes, this is about to be a crap show. Now Kanan think his mama done tortured his oh brother, I kind of want to. The show is called Raising Kanan. Is it bad that I want to skip past Kanan scenes? Okay. I'm just saying. I'm done.
Yes, that's horrible, Monique Nicole. But the fact that you hate him so good is good. You know, like that is what the writers want. Yeah, and he's a child, basically. He's a child.
Yeah, but the sad thing, Lamont, is he was stupid in the OG Power too. Man, yeah, I know.
I mean, he made some mistakes.
Lamont, I know his brothers were rolling in his grave if they saw that grown-ass Kanan was over here getting licks by robbing Tariq's rich white. You doing licks at your 40-year-old grown-ass man? Let me shut up. I'll save it for later.
So what I don't understand about Kanan is he knows that there's always going to be police on the payroll, period. If you want to keep people off of you, you're going to have to pay off some cops. That's just how the game goes. So I don't understand why he didn't think to himself, oh, you know, maybe she's just making the payment. Yeah, to protect the corner or something like that. He automatically jumped to thinking that it was
if I'm wrong. Wasn't there a scene at some point last season or whenever when someone went to go see Pops and Smokes? Didn't they have police officers leaving their establishment? And I think he said to Kanan, you know, you always got to have someone on the inside. Didn't they say that to him? Oh, okay. I'm not making that up, am I?
No. I don't remember them talking to Kanan, but I do remember police leaving their establishment. And so, well, what do you think about old Jukey Juke? Old Jukey Juke did the jukebox in the bed, in the club, got them carpets munched on, and then told the girl it was fun. I was like, what? She just wanted to get her oxytocin release and then told the girl to bounce. Whoa. And then the girl felt the steel and didn't get scared. And still dropped to her knees begging Juke, please. So Monique, what did you think about the way Juke treated that poor girl that wanted something more?
I mean, girl didn't want more. She just said, bitch, can I get your, can we smash again? Shit, can I get your number? This is the thing. A lot of y'all were just anticipating. Y'all were not patient. Y'all couldn't wait for evil Juke. Y'all couldn't wait. Me, on the other hand, I was like, hey guys, I really want to savor these last moments of like good juke, because I know, remember I said that on your channel. I was like, I just want to savor it for a little bit. And I personally think it's too many changes too fast. It is hard for me to digest it. The pow stuff and the violent stuff, and that's already a lot to process as a viewer, to see the quick shift. Now y'all want me to see that Juke, who was scared to even talk to a girl 3 episodes ago, now she's just a PIMP and she get her coochie, her Hello Kitty eating in the bathroom, and now she like, bye bitch. Like, it's a lot. Now she you know what I'm saying? Like, you want me to go from innocent Juke, now she chitty bang bang. Now she a player and a dog, when she was scared to talk to a bitch 2 episodes. It's just a lot for me at once. You get what I'm trying to say? I think they could have stuck with the mental psychology of her growing up in this lifestyle, her being exposed to stuff, now her tapping into the violence. I think they could have just let that marinated a little bit more. Adding all this, like, oh, she a pimp now and she get her cootie cat ate and she don't give a F. That's just me. I don't mind standing alone, but I just think it's just too much change in like a short period of time. That's how I feel. It's just a lot.
For me, it's fine. I think that they gave us plenty of mechanisms to facilitate this change. The criminal mind has always been there. She was robbing people in the early seasons, and she's surrounded by criminals. So the criminal mind has always been there. She goes to the military and realizes she's just as tough as these men. But the one thing that's holding her back from the military is that she wants to be who she is. And part of the insecurity and the psyche of the mind that might have been holding Juke back is really just wanting to come out and be who she is. And I think that's what they were showing she was wrestling with, because she made a stand in the military. If y'all not going to accept me for who I am, I don't need to be here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then she comes back home, gets her feelings hurt by her girlfriend from Butter. The girlfriend from Butter said, look, it was fun. I enjoyed our 69, but girl, you can't stay with me. That had to hurt a little bit.
I got to figure out my life. Okay.
Right, which is fine. I mean, I think I agree with that.
I agree.
But Juke accepted it. She didn't throw no tantrum, but deep down on the inside, you know she was hurt. And that hurt manifests into her deciding to go to a gay club that she's never done before and meet some new people. And she was a little nervous the first time, you know? And then the military opened her up to, holding the steel and shooting it. Now she's got a lust for the gun that manifested by killing Sheila E.'s husband that needed it. And that was like the dog that ate a bloody piece of meat. And I'm with it. I like the maturation of the story. I'm with it.
Whatever. I'm just sad. Don't you feel so sad?
I did like them singing. I wish they would have drug out Butter a little longer. I didn't like that, but I mean, hey, shouts out to the Hello Kitties of the world. And then, do you like how she told Kanan, "I don't want to be working with you. I'm good. When we figure out who did Famous, we're gonna do them, and then I'll see what the next step is." And did you hear Kanan say, "Look, you the toughest nigga I know," and she is.
And she's
she's Dora Milaje for sure. Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
Dora Milaje, Juke.
Who child?
Now let's talk about somebody else you love on this show. Ladies love Lulu. And guess what? Lulu was able to talk Imani down at lunch, and they was holding hands and caressing again. How did you feel about the way he was easily able to subdue her after what happened with Jessica?
First of all, let me get on Imani real quick.
Oh Lord.
Now I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's Imani's fault. I don't know if it's the writers and the pacing of the show. But Imani, let's have a little chit chat, honey. Let me tell you how this thing works. Now, don't get me wrong. I do feel like in today's time, with everything that goes around, I do think if you are sexually active with someone, it is definitely of the utmost importance to ask them if they are sexually active with other people, just as a form of just knowledge and just protection, all that. However, comma, that's not what this was. This was a jealous, like, wait, who is Jess? It was almost like as if Lulu like owed her like something. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I mean, of course, if I'm smashing a dude and I see a chick necklace, and I'm gonna be like, who the heck? I'm gonna ask questions. But it was like this entitlement, like we never saw a conversation of them being exclusive. We never saw a conversation of them being serious. All we saw was them connect over some music records, smash, and have fun. I thought Imani was a fun girl. I didn't know she was going to be catching feelings. So again, whether it's the character, whether it's the writing or the pacing, I don't really know who gets the blame. It might be all three, but I remember feeling when I was watching it like, girl, who are you to be questioning him as if he owes you? Like, you're entitled to an explanation. You're not his girlfriend. And last time I checked, I didn't see no title. But Lulu was a gentleman and said, which was true. He was like, look, me and Jez, that's my ex, but we were in the moment. We're both grieving. It was emotional. We're not about to be together. It's nothing to worry about. It was a one-time thing. He was very sweet about it, but she was just very entitled about it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, clap for a woman admitting that. The thing is, I can remember when we watched the episode when they first clapped cheeks and I gave Monique Nicole her rounds because she got it right on episode 5. I can remember Monique Nicole telling me she don't like Lulu like that. It was just a smash. And I said, no, y'all, she's got feelings for Lulu. And here we are, two episodes later, it manifests just like I told you, because your boy can read between the lines very well. The thing that's going to happen now is I think they will now go on to do good things. I don't know how this relationship is going to work, but I think in terms of making money and doing the records, they are going to do good things. But we haven't seen the end of turmoil with this relationship. It's going to always be something because she's hooked already. She's hooked. She is hooked on Lulu. She hooked on Lulu phonics, ladies and gentlemen. And that ain't going nowhere.
Lamont, do you think this is a love affair that's going to carry over into next season? I mean, is this going to be short-lived, or have you thought about that yet?
Well, as long as Lou is in the music business and she don't get fired, it's going to go that long for sure. It's just a matter of how long are they going to keep the music storyline going? Because as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and jump on this nigga right now. I could easily see this nigga getting killed or X'd out the story, going back to this. Let's talk, ladies and gentlemen. I seen Home Alone when I was like 14 years old, and I thought that those were the dumbest robbers that history could create. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the dumbest robber that history has now created in B-Rilla. Monique, first of all, he really thought they was going to leave him out there with the keys to the car. He really thought that they were going to go in there without guns to rob the place, right? He thought all that. When they left his ass in that car, I already knew it was going to go wrong. I said to myself, B-Rilla, just get out the truck and run as fast as you can and get away. That's what I said. I said that. I said, run as fast as you can and get away, because this is not going to go right. And then we sitting there, we see lights up in the window like it's the 4th of July. We hear Negroes coming out crying and hollering like they were just left Vietnam. Throw one of the dudes in the truck. We hear 2 people being killed. And then we later find out that none of the people killed was the Jewish guy. Talk to me about someone who's a worse robber than the 2 dudes from Home Alone.
This whole situation was a crap show. I wish I could curse over it. It was a shit show. Mm-hmm. First of all, like someone said in the comments, B-Rilla, you ain't as hard boo-boo as your lyrics. You a fraud. You was a fake. Cause he was in the joint. I thought he was a real thug, a real hood ninja. I didn't know he was pump faking. But now let me give him some respect. his thought process was, yo, I didn't want no violence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nobody to get hurt. I just want us to, what do you call it? A rob and smash,
Smash and
whatever it's called.
grab.
Smash
But
and grab
Monique,
thing.
when he realized that the Nation of Islam was about that life, and they left him out there, that's when he should have ran and been like, and when they seen him later, you get Monique. If
running is a
was
temporary fix, running could have gotten him killed by those dudes. Because while you're running, that's gonna make them think, hold on, why are you running? You brought us here. Now, are you trying to set me up? Are you? I just think running, I get what you're saying, but I think running could have negative repercussions for him. I think either way, he was screwed. Either way, it was a bad idea. You shouldn't have robbed the record exec. And if you were going to rob him, you should have robbed him with people that you trust and that was going to have you spearheaded. You chose people that were above you.
Yeah. He trusts them, but the problem is they, like you said, they have more resources than him. He just got out of jail. So who else can he go rob them with? His baby mama? She ain't going to go in there and rob nobody.
What I'm saying is, I feel like, because what I gather, those weren't like his friends. Those were just people that he knew what they do, and he knew that they would ride with him. What I'm saying is, he's so street and hood. I would think it'd be smarter for you to rob it with people that you actually trust, where they would have followed his order of, yo, I don't want to go in there with no guns. Like, people are home. Let's come back another, like,
you feel like, so I do think that Nation of Islam, the ball guy, is his longtime buddy, because for them to know that they've done this type of thing before, you've had to have a history together. But you would have rather B-Rilla be the head of the ship, and the only way B-Rilla was going to be the head of the ship is if he would have rode his ass to the house to rob him on a skateboard. That's about the only way he was going to be the head of the ship.
My thing is, if you're B-Rilla, and you know how fragile this situation is, there is some type of care there, meaning this wasn't I don't give a damn, we're going to blast the play. No, he had specific things that he wanted to go in place. He didn't want anyone home. And then he damn sure didn't want to go in there with guns. Once you saw there was guns and there was people home, he lost. If you wanted it to be that controlled, he should have went alone, since he about that life.
He's not. He don't. Let me tell y'all something. Most rappers are not about that street life.
But most of them are not.
Are faking.
Some of them are.
Some of them
don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. But most of them don't get the big record label deals. There are plenty of like underground rappers selling mixtapes that's about that life. It's only a handful of like the major label dudes.
Only a handful of the top dogs. If they don't do it, they got partners next to them that are about that life that will catch a bid for them. Hey,
B-Rilla ain't got no partners. B-Rilla ain't got no partners. And I don't know what he's going to do now, because somehow, some way, he's going to get caught. He's going to get,
man. But now I'm over it. This is the last season we're gonna see Lulu be fake Quincy Jones. We ain't gonna see this music shit is about to be done. B-Rilla's gonna screw it the whole thing up, and Lulu's gonna get punished for B-Rilla's mistakes. Mark my words, after this season, there is no more studio and music for Lulu. Lulu gonna be back full time in the streets. Mark my words. You heard it here first.
All right.
Bloop, bloop.
Well, let's see here. We got Biggie Smalls, the realist, dropped his crew in New York, and they took over quickly to the tune of, we saw this guy, see this guy rolling up on his streets, taking over the blocks, and Oriental cuisine did not look all that happy, Monique Nicole. Talk to me about, what's this guy going to do? Is he going to squeal? Is he going to move? Or is he going to run the Quan? What is he going to do?
Man, he looks so depressed. I actually felt bad. I'm not gonna lie. I felt bad for the Asian man, because I feel like he didn't sign up for all this. Like, he ain't really know how deep this ish was gonna be, and he done lost family members off of this crap. Like, I really did. Look at that pitiful face.
Yeah, man, He's tired.
He's lost family. He's lost employees. Like, I really do feel bad. Like Unique really did buck up the whole thing. Like he really messed up and affected a lot of people's lives who were innocent in the whole thing. Those are the goons from Jersey, right?
Them the Jersey goons right there.
Who's goon? I mean, those are New Jersey Italian guys, people. In what?
Those are Biggie Smalls people. Remember, Phil Russo is connected to Biggie Smalls, and these are Biggie Smalls high dollar hitters. But you know something that stood out to me. How easily these dudes took over the New York corners. Now, I guess the thing is, the people that was on the corners are just like low level street dudes. Because if they was like even the next level New York dudes would have pride about folks coming over trying to take over their corners, and there would have been some shootout going on. It wouldn't have been none of this. We just gonna get up and go. If we might go, but we coming our asses back with the team. You know what I'm saying?
I was surprised too. I was surprised.
They gave up them blocks too easy, and I don't think this is the end of it, Momo. I don't think this is the end of it. But
I feel bad for him. I feel bad. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I feel bad.
I do too, man. Like, dude, just go move down to Florida, get a retirement home, sit on the porch drinking Kool-Aid all day, and just enjoy life, bro. Get away quick. Get it.
Lamont, you know what this season has taught me?
What's that?
That drug game ain't worth it, goddamn. I don't give a damn how much money I make. I don't want it. I don't want it. Give me my little cubicle job. Let me make my little money. I don't want it. Lamont, that's like, do y'all not ever watch this and be like, yo, this is stressful? Like, this is their everyday life. Like, you gotta constantly look over your shoulder. Things are changing by the second. You can never freaking sleep at night. You got people dying. It is not worth it.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm tell you like this.
Cubicle job. I'm fine. I don't want it.
I've done many things, and I'm not gonna say some of the things I did that involve what we're talking about. And there are certain stressors that go along with selling drugs. There are no different from owning a business. It's just that the higher up you go, the more you're at risk for not being able to sleep at night, the higher up you go. When you like street level, like we was in high school, and you selling out the cab, that there's not a lot of danger in that. That's not like high risk. The high risk come when you move in serious weight, and then you getting people's attention. That's when the real you can't sleep at night and stuff like that come.
What I learned from this and Ghost and Snowfall, the shit ain't worth it. Go to school, get your education, get your little piece of good little job, and go about your life. It ain't worth it. PSA.
We have a whole lot of folks that are like the president of the United States. They don't want to go to school. They want to make money without college education.
It ain't worth it. It ain't. You ain't gonna tell no kid to get no damn drug game, Lamont.
But I'm also not going to tell a kid to sexually abuse a woman and or vote for someone who sexually abused a woman either. I ain't gonna tell no kid to do that either.
That's a whole nother. Yeah.
But this nation decided that was okay. Now, of course, I'm not advocating for kids selling drugs. Of course not. I'm not advocating for that. All I'm saying is some people feel like they get stuck in a situation that is so dire. That's the only thing they can do. And once they get into it, they don't know how to get out of it. Because most people who go into drugs get into it to survive, but then the money comes quick versus how a legal gig goes, because a legal gig is hard. You got to pay taxes. You don't get the cash money flow up front. Legal gig is hard. And again, I'm not advocating for it. I'm just giving the mindset that goes along with it.
But I go back to the quote, and it's a whole quote of different life things. This is hard and this is hard. This is hard and this is hard. Which hard do you want? And everything you said is valid. I'm more of the it's not, I don't care how much money I'm getting paid in that drug game. It is not worth me, my life, my family, my kids' life, looking over my head every other. And that is why OG Power, shout out to Ghost, I understood. I kind of really was more on Ghost's side versus Tasha, because I agree with Ghost when he said, look, I've been doing this for umpteen years. I'm successful. I'm ready to bow out. Because Tasha, quite frankly, there are no retired drug dealers. They're either in the grave or they clankety clank. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. Shout out to Ghost. Shout out to Ghost St. Patrick.
Last thing we're going to cover. I also told y'all this, the very review that we did when Joyce, please jack me up out of life, asked Marvin to kill her. I said, right after that, I said, the only one that'll be able to do this is Rock. And Monique, how did you like Rock basically letting go of her hard feelings toward her mama? Basically, this was Rock's Easter, killing her mama. Because it would have been easy for her, and the pain she had that she feel like she suffered from her mama, to just let her sit there and die in pain. But Rock basically gave her penance to mom and basically said, look, Mom, I don't want you to continue to suffer. I'm going to let you go. Rock cried, and she let it go. She's cleaned her own feelings. How did you feel about the way that went down, Monique?
Child, this was a deep scene, y'all. I shed a little tear. It was deep for so many reasons, and I won't go into the other reasons, but I'll just focus on this. It was deep because we all know family isn't perfect. And I've been preaching all season how much I really do sympathize with Raquel, Marvin, and Lulu and what they had to endure during their childhood. They had a father who committed, you know what, took his own life, which was not something that was common back then, right? And they did not have the resources or the tools to process, to understand something of that magnitude. And then their mom, who I sympathize with her too, because she lost her husband in that way and is now a widow to 3 children. She checked out of motherhood and left those kids to. So there was so much with the Thomas family, and that was the closest we're gonna see to any "I love you." They didn't say "I love you," but their way of saying "I love you" was when the mom said, "You're my only daughter," and Raquel said, "You're my only mother," and they understood what that meant. I would have loved in that scene if the mom said, "I'm sorry for not being the mother that y'all deserved." That would have been the perfect little bow on it, but I'll take it for what we got, and it is what it is. It was very much so a beautiful moment, and it was quite sad. I sympathize with everybody. Now, I gotta throw a little comedy in there. Lamont, is it me?
Oh, no.
Or is it that mama could have easily injected that shit? Did you not think that shit looked so simple, bro? I was like, I'm thinking they was gonna drop the medicine into the IV drip, and that's why she needed someone to do it. Baby, you telling me all you gotta do is do that little. The mama could have took herself. I mean, they made it a little bit too easy for me. But that's my one little joke. But nonetheless.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Even Crystal said the mama could have done that herself. Why she got to get somebody else to do it? like the nurse gave you the syringe. You could have been done this to yourself.
I thought they were having to do it in the IV drip, and I thought it was going to be like that. I didn't know it was just a quick. Mama could have been done it.
She could have been on that midnight train to Jesus. She could have been on that train. But no, she didn't. And they had to draw it out and make it dramatic. And I like that scene because it had basically the brothers was giving Rock advice on basically letting things go and forgiving. And it was one time that we seen the flip where the brothers are giving Rock good advice versus her having to give them good advice on certain subjects. So I thought that was cool. And if anyone who has ever had to deal with an elderly person that's dealing with cancer, oftentimes the pain is so bad for them, they do want to be taken out and they do get tired of fighting. I know I had someone in my family who basically fought cancer for about 7 years. Every year I'd be like, I think she's going to kick the bucket.
Yeah.
And she kept fighting, and eventually she ran out of steam and said, you know what? No more chemo, no more drugs. I just want hospice. Just let me go. just let me go.
I feel you, and I'm gonna be honest, and I don't want to. I know I'm about to leave, but some people were feeling like the mom was weird to act. If you work in health, I'm sorry, that's not far-fetched, Lamont. Like
No,
that's
it's not.
far-fetched for someone who has a terminal disease to be suffering and in pain and want to see if they can. I mean, why do you think we also have do not resuscitate? I mean, I know there's multiple reasons why we have that, but nonetheless, if that was me, if I was Marvin or Lulu, I would have went back to my siblings and said, hey, I think mom is desperate and she must be in a great deal of pain because she asked me to do this. The fact that they did not communicate that with each other until this moment, it just shows the secrets in this family. Because like, why is Raquel just now finding, you know what I mean? So I would have been done it because the mother made it clear early on that she did not want to die. She wasn't ready to die. So for her to be like, I am in so much pain and agony, I do not want to suffer this way, I would have done it. But
yeah,
it was a very touching moment. It was a very touching moment. And I pray that Raquel's character got some sort of peace with it. The way that it sounds like Lulu and Marvin have just made peace, right?
Peace, right.
With everything. Yeah.
Agreed. Super chat time, ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here. Let me put up Nathan Washington. I really appreciate it, my brother. Anything helps. We love you guys. Super chats. He says, I laughed my ass off when Kanan saw the treasure chest was empty. That was your no manners ass.
Lamont, hold up.
What?
How could you not address the scene? Can you get that knucklehead? He had the nerve to look at Raquel and say, oh yeah, all you do is F stuff up. She said, boy, the reason why you are breathing is because I cleaned up your mess. So I should be getting a thank you. He said, yeah, thank you for effing it up again like you always do. Lamont, get your belt, Lamont. Don't you think he deserves a belt? Now, shout out to Moochie. Moochie has been saying since season 1 that the uncle should have whooped his ass. Even Marvin said, I told you that boy needed a belt. Like I thought about Moochie during that whole scene.
Well, you see, Monique Nicole, the therapists and the new ways of discipline say that you shouldn't beat people the way people got beat back in slavery. It says you shouldn't.
I agree. But that was 1994 we talking about. And we in a whole nother thing. A whole nother game. And I feel like I don't believe in doing that in today's time. I don't plan on doing that in my household. I feel like Kanan needed, and that's just it.
So for those of you that want to know what I do, I pinch my daughter, soft meat pinch. I don't slap her, I don't hit her, and I don't use nails. I grab her like a caliper like this, and let her know, girl, don't you get out of place around here.
Do it.
And one thing I do not have her talking back to her mama. I do not have her disrespecting her mama. Anytime I catch that, I go off. Because the other day, this chick said something to Crystal, slammed the door, and I don't do that. No, you're not going to disrespect my wife like that.
I know that's right.
You're not going to do that. Let me read this one. Nathan Washington, $5. I appreciate you, my brother. That's good looking. Rock and Marvin will have to take out Stefano and Quan at the same time.
Oh.
2 damn crooks at the same damn time. Get rid of Unique's Connect and Stefano before he throws them under the bus. Damn. Nathan, you want everybody to die.
Everybody.
He said, get rid of Unique's Connect and stop before he throw them under the cops.
At the same damn time.
Yeah, man. Hey, if that happened, bro, you need to contact the writers, man, because it's going to be hard for them to do all that. And last super chat of the day, HFG, appreciate you, love the $5. We're grateful. Unique and Rock not being able to kill each other because they're so in love is low-key hilarious. It is. It is. Like that scene, there was so much bound up tension in that scene. I was like, bruh. It is so much bound up tension in that scene. Here we got another one. Okay.
Hey.
I thought we was done with the super chatting, but folks coming through now. Gemini Don came through at 5. Kanan gonna get upset about OC when he stole that money from his mama. Kanan's assumptions led to D-Wiz's death. Rock been cleaning up. Look, y'all, I love D-Wiz. Do y'all remember when D-Wiz first went in that strip club?
Baby, he want to bust it up.
Oh my God, that girl! Within 2 minutes, his ass was broke, and he was looking like he was busting a straight nut. Shout out to you, Gemini Don, bringing up my boy D-Wiz. That was funny. Okay, now I think this is last but not least. Nathan comes back again. I appreciate you. He says, all belt buckle, no straps. As wow.
Oh no, y'all abusive.
Wow. Nathan, you want him to get beat the way Cody Rhodes got beat by Travis Scott and The Rock in the middle of the ring? He want that kind of beating. Damn.
I do think Kanan should get his ass whooped. Like, have somebody jump his ass real quick. I don't know. Shit, he needs something.
Well, he's about to get a rude awakening because he's co-mingling with Snaps and Pops, and they co-mingling with Unique, and all of them got heat for Rock.
It's
all of them.
But guess what? Lamont, now her own child is about to go up against her too, because this knucklehead ass ninja think that his mama killed Famous.
Yeah.
Off of assumption. What he's been doing since season 1 is assuming. So now Raquel about to have all types of enemies, even her own damn child.
There's only one person that can talk sense into Kanan, and that's Juke. And Juke is pretty close with Raquel. Oh,
yeah. No, she pissed me off this episode talking about Kanan's grown. Okay, so what do you suggest we do? Listen. Bitch, listen to what? He don't make no fucking sense, girl.
Okay.
Juke I have always rode for Juke. This was the first time she pissed me off. I'm like, what do you mean Kanan's grown? What you talking about? He's alive because of his... No, so at this point, it's F both of them. Both of them stupid now.
So that's why you really don't like Juke no more, because she said they need to listen to Kanan. It's nothing wrong with listening to what the son got to say.
Listening to what?
Whatever is bothering him. Because let me give you an example. Because stuff can go left. Because more people voted for President Trump, we are now forced.
Please don't bring knucklehead in this.
Yes, we are now forced to have to listen to bullshit and actually try to reason with people that's like Kanan. Think about it. So at the very least, what you can do is listen and see what they got to say.
Let me clean this up for y'all to understand. In the 4 seasons that we've had Raising Kanan, there have been times that I have sided with Kanan and I agreed with Kanan, and I have previously agreed that Raquel needed to listen to Kanan more. 100%. I just think this moment was not that moment. I do not think this was a moment where it was like, oh yeah, listening to Kanan. He wasn't saying anything valid. He was really crapping on his mom during a time where, you know, her back's against the wall. This is nothing she anticipated. It's not like she really did anything wrong in this case. Unique is mentally not well. So it's like, this wasn't a time to lecture her. I can think of 20 other times that we could have lectured Raquel. This wasn't one of them. So again, for me, in this specific example and moment, listening to Kanan mean nothing, because to be quite frank, Kanan don't know shit. You don't know shit, my boy. You are a rookie in this game, my love. I'm not even in the drug game, and I know the first rule. You don't hide all your money in one spot, baby boy. Rookie ass.
It sounds to me like you can't go get in the drug game, Monique Nicole, because you know some lessons.
Okay.
So speaking of which, before we go, don't you like how they tried, like you said, they tried to show that Unique is still deranged by the way he flipped on baby mama, but didn't flip on Rock like that. He ain't flip on Rock like that.
He did now. He threw the ice cream and he got in her face. I mean, he flipped now. We're not gonna say he didn't flip on Raquel. He flipped.
He did not flip on Rock the way he flipped on baby mama.
No, he did it because baby mama, he was having a episode.
Exactly. Why he didn't have no episode with Rock? The power of the panty draws, ladies and gentlemen. And having said that, We're gonna get out of here. The cure for anything with men, ladies and gentlemen, is panty draws. Don't forget to like that video, comment, subscribe, check us out later. Have a decent week. More videos to come.